All right, guys, we are live on the Red Room for the Phoenix RIA. It is the 13th of January.
Yeah.
Hopefully, everybody's keeping their New Year's resolutions. Hopefully, they haven't completely fallen off. Um, so I'm still on the no drink January, so I'm cruising right along.
Oh, wow.
So, but if you're watching, please hit the subscribe button, like button, comment, all the fun stuff. The market, as we saw the low point in December on the actives at like 21,500.
Mhm.
It is the 13th of January, so I think you're seeing some inventory pop on. We're up about 1,200 units. So obviously some are coming off, but I think and Lauren will talk more about this, I'm sure, but like I'm sure some people just removed their listings over the holidays and are popping them back on. But yeah, but still, I think offers are coming in. And like I said, Lauren will talk more about this. And I'm ready. I'm ready for the best spring we've had in 3 years. So I'm just putting that out there. I'm going to keep the vibe up.
I think we all
Here
are.
we go. Let's do it. Let's do it.
But today we got Lauren Rosin. I've known Lauren. It's got to be like 15 years ish. I don't have a exact number. She was down there buying at the courthouse when all of us were going down there getting crazy. So that would have been it's 2026. So 2011 financial crisis 2008. So yeah, you probably I don't know exactly when she started buying at the courthouse, but probably in that ballpark of time. But thanks for jumping on, Lauren.
Yeah, I was buying from 2009 to 2015.
Okay,
There
there
we
we
go.
go.
And then I was like, I'm done with this addictive gambling habit I have.
Yeah.
I mean, I would think that 2010, 2011 are some pretty damn good times to buy, though.
Oh yeah.
Tell me
I was
you held,
just like,
tell me you
if
held
I'm
on
buying
to
a house for
more.
50 grand, I have to be able to make money on this in the long run.
Yep.
But then you pivoted that into building this huge business now. So
Yeah.
I'm sure some of that addiction just got reapplied to somewhere else, right? Like we're all kind of like hooked on the stuff.
Oh yeah.
Just at the auctions, you'd be up late at night, like you know.
Yes.
Now I can go to bed at a reasonable hour.
But since then, Lauren has built, I mean, she still has her flipping machine that she's had even back in the foreclosure days, but she's also built a real estate team. And then obviously, you know, I don't know how new or old, and she could probably speak to this too, how this kind of multi-level, if I want to call it that, maybe that's the wrong term, real estate downline is, where you basically recruit agents and then you get a small kind of like an affiliate fee, is my understanding of that, with people that you bring in underneath you, right? Is that kind of what we got? All right. I did the best to describe it. You tell us actually what it
is. Yeah, I mean, it is multi-level marketing. So basically what EXP realized is like, you know, a lot of these brokerages, you go to a training and somebody's teaching you about something that hasn't even been in production in 10 years. And so EXP is like, how can we get our top best producers to pour into the other agents? And that's how this model came about. And it really took off during COVID because it was a cloud-based brokerage. And for me, it's been really nice because it's EXP is a platform for me to build my own business, and my business can look like anything at once. In my case, I have a mega team. I have 20 realtors. So it's like whatever you want, but you have the support of this brokerage, amazing systems, technology. But the opportunity to make money off of just inviting people to your brokerage is huge. And we don't focus on that. But even if you just do a little bit every year, that's going to compound and get you passive income. I mean, we could break it down like compared to a rental property.
Right.
But like people in my net. So what's nice is you can join the Rosin team, which is like 15, you know, there's 20 of us and it's very strict and there's this and processes and you got to report to me or you can just be in my EXP network, which is a few hundred people, and we support you that way. And the ways we support you are through different masterminds. So every Monday we do different topics. But then we have 2 a month that are very specific. So if you're a team or you're looking to build a team, we have a small we call ourselves lieutenants, and we have a mastermind for people that have a small real estate team. Then there's a group for people doing more of the mega teams, my level. And so twice a month, I'm meeting with top teams from around the country on Zoom and brainstorming. So I was able to scale my team much quicker than trying to be somewhere by myself. And I was hiring a coach and I didn't have anybody around me that was doing more than me. So when I moved over and all of a sudden, like, I'm a smaller fish in the pond.
Yeah.
There was so much for me to learn from.
Lauren, I'd be curious what you've seen adjust or change since volume has changed or more inventory has come to the market. People perhaps never got their sea legs because the last few years have not been as exuberant as they were, where it was just stick a sign in the front yard, the proverbial sign in the front yard, you can have a license and do really well. How have you seen that change over the last few years, and how has that helped or hurt you think in the agency world as far as like recruitment and production?
We have a wild industry. We're the only industry that we're like, we want 100% of all the money and we're not going to give any money to anybody else. But we want support and training and systems and processes. And it's like, well, it doesn't make sense, right? And so once you get over the whole like, oh, this is my split versus like, what does my 1099 look like? And that's what I try to get people to focus on, is more that. Because I think right now, the SOI is harder, right? A lot of people, like, you've already sold them a house and the rate's 3-4%. They're probably not going to sell or buy anytime soon. So how can you generate new business? And I think a lot of agents are so stuck on this 100% of all the money's mine. Like, they'd rather do 4 deals a year and keep 100% than do 24 deals and get a part of that. But because by doing 24 deals, you got to realize what you're doing. You're building your online image.
Yeah, exactly.
Look credible. Like, if you only have, if you go to, whether you're a Zillow partner or not, you have a Zillow profile. So if you're a realtor, please go spend time on it. You write the bio, use key SEO words, like, get people to show up. But like, you need to make sure all your sales are on there, all your referrals, like all your reviews are on there. Whether you're a Zillow partner or not, everybody's looking at Zillow. The same for realtor.com. I would say just do an online audit for yourself. But if you're going to go to someone's profile and they've only done 4 deals that year, or if they did 24 deals, what's the chance they're going to call you? And so I think a lot of people I think the ego obviously is an issue. Like, oh, I want 100%. It's like, but why? What does that mean?
Right.
If you join the Rosin team, you have systems, processes, leads, opportunities, a community. So I have agents that have been with me 6 years, 7 years. I got a guy on the team 9.5 years. So like, I'm trying to teach them how to build their wealth through real estate, because that's what I've been doing all these years. So teaching them that. But then EXP is just like, I don't want, like, we can go into the rev share, but there's a huge opportunity there without much output. Like, if you wanted to go start a brokerage and recruit 20 agents, you would have to have onboarding and payroll and a designated broker and blah, blah, and all these expenses and liabilities, where you could just, hey, I'm doing great at EXP. Let me plug you into my network, get on these masterminds. Okay, as long as you plug in, you're going to scale.
I don't know, guys. That might have been the first time that I've heard that agents and investors are greedy. I don't know about you, but
I didn't say greedy.
No, I've never
it's weird for this industry. Oh, I'm giving you a hard time.
I didn't use the word greedy.
No, you didn't at all. I'm giving you a hard time. Giving us all a hard time, I should say.
So if let's just, you said 200 people in the network. What's one agent, or what's 5 agents bring in revenue wise if you have 5 agents under 100? Let's just say, and they all do 1 deal a month, so they're all cranking out 12 deals a year. You get
so that's an EXP verbiage. That's a full capper. Let's just say you don't want to do any recruiting, but you naturally invite 1 or 2 people to your broker. So the first year you invite 2 people, they cap. You're going to make about $1,000 a month off those 2 people.
Okay.
But they're not on your team. You have no liability. You don't have to check in with them. They're their own thing. So it's like a lot less liability. So if you do that, where you get $1,000 a month, so the first year you make about $12,000. Now the second year you invite 2 more people. You're still going to make another $12,000. It's passive income, but now you're going to make another $12,000. So you're making $24,000 a year because you invited 4 people to your brokerage that you're having a lot of success at. And success leaves clues. They see you online. They're gonna. What happens is you move to EXP. Everyone watches you for 6 months. You start scaling. You start doing more, and then they start calling you. Hey, what's working? Hey, check out this mastermind. Come have this top producer. Like, every Monday we do a masterclass on like any topic. So we'll do one on open houses. We'll do one on expireds. I've taught classes on creative financing, on VA assumable loans. So you have people who are really in the trenches teaching the classes, and that's why everybody's able to level up.
I think something else, kind of going off what you started with, Lauren, when you were talking about just how, the volume, just the sheer volume versus, doing 24 versus 4. Again, like the image, even the ability of just social media wise, like if you have 24 listings, you know what that looks like, to be able to post regularly about those listings, to be able to have that and be in front of people all the time and constantly, where, you follow some people, and, I'm not calling anyone out, but I'm just saying you see some of those people where they're reposting that same property from 6 months ago because they have to, because they don't have any other properties that they're able to do. And again, I'm not trying to like look down on that person, because obviously everyone's in different places. But again, when you get in front of that many more properties, when you're the agent on that many more closings, it gives you so much more availability to hop into content. And obviously social media, as we've all seen, is so important nowadays. It's insane. So I mean, I think that's a huge piece of that too.
Because if you have 4 closings, yes, you got 100%, and you got 4 reviews, and you got 4 closings online. But now you only have 4 people referring you business. So if you have 24 clients, you have 24 reviews, you have 24 closings online, you have 24 people referring you, you're just going to scale quicker. So I think a lot of agents are so obsessed with percentages, and I'm like, units, deals. Like every deal is an experience. I've been 20 something years. I learned things on every file.
I think something that we can kind of, associate with that right now, my wife and I, Sage, is that she started her staging company. And, there's ones where it's like, they want to get a really good deal for a stage job. They want to do it for a very low number. And you're like, I just don't really know. And I'm like, babe, let's just take it right now. Cause I mean, like where it's at right now is in these beginning stages of it. Like, the more you get in front of these people, once again, they're going to give you the next one and the next one and the next one and the next one. And, again, and from exactly that exact same thing, what you're talking about, we started with doing one stage job, as Tracy and Chris know, because I've been gone. It started with like one stage job, and we have 6 this week in 8 days, in an 8-day period. And it's from getting in front of these people, and they're repeat customers over and over and over again. And it's like, it's so important that people don't understand that maybe you're not making that money that you said that you wanted to make right off the bat. But again, you have to have that, like that long-term mindset.
And the traction.
Mm-hmm.
I tell the agents too, like, if you join me for a year, I'll help you. But if you join me for 3 years, I can change your life, right? What happens after 2 years? Now I have 2 years of strong tax returns. Now you can qualify, you can buy your house, you can buy that duplex, you can, you know what I mean? So it's like, it takes longer. And then some of my agents will chip in, and I'll let them be part of the flip. Like they have $100,000, I'll let them throw it in. They have that percentage. But now guess what? Now they're part of the deal. They're online showing their deal. They're getting instant credibility. They're out with their clients talking about their deal. It's like, my job as a team lead is to build their confidence and their online image. And then everything just snowballs.
And the experience and learning how to actually do it, because there's not many people out there that are just like, oh, I'll just let you follow me around while I do this so you can learn how to do it. So it's like, that experience is everything. I mean, you see, like, you can lose on a deal. You have to be careful on how you buy. You have to make sure that you're going to make the money on the buy. Like, it's not always on just the construction. A lot of times it's on the buy. And so you could run a project completely perfect on the construction side, but if you had a terrible buy, you're still going to lose money on it. It doesn't matter. And I mean, those are valuable lessons that you have to learn.
Mm-hmm. And it seems like it's really important too to be navigating a changing market and technology, AI, and marketing with someone that has been in the industry for a long time, people that are forward thinking, people that meet on a regular basis, people that are challenged by those who are in front of them as far as volume or experience as well. I can't imagine people that are really in very small teams that aren't embracing all of this would have any easier of a time, rather than saying that EXP sounds great, but it's not for me. I am nowhere near the agency world at all, but from even a consumer perspective, it seems like it would be more challenging.
It's just I'm a huge believer on multiple streams of income. Like if I had a terrible August in my real estate team, it was probably my lowest volume I've had in years, but I had a killer investment month and my rev share was strong and my other stuff. So like, there's always something. And so what I love about it is, like, where most brokerages, you invite somebody into your brokerage. Now you got to help them and do this, and you don't get anything. Where this is like actually financially like you want to go help people. You want to develop them. You want to like I have like 8 teams that are under me in my EXP downline, and they all have access to me. It's not like I'm talking to them every day, but like, hey, Lauren, I have to have a really tough conversation with my manager. How should I pitch it? And we can talk about it. I'm a big believer in 90-day goals. I run on EOS, so rocks. We call them rocks goals. And so every 90 days, I get those team leads to come to my office, and we sit down and we go, all right, give me 2 or 3 rocks that you're going to work on your business, not in your business, because we're always busy in our business. But what are 2 rocks that you're going to do the next 90 days? And little by little, they're getting it done because you actually have a plan for them. Where if they're just at any brokerage, it's just like, so with my EXP network, it's like I can plug you into like, Lauren, I want to build the biggest real estate team there's ever been. Okay, I'm going to plug you in here, and get you going. I just want a small team. I just need some more support. I want to spend more time with my family, my kids, but I want to sell more. Okay, let's do a production partner model. And we show them how to do that model. So it's like they're going to have access. And it's not just me. There's like hundreds of amazing leaders within our group. So you get access to everybody. And that's how I was able, like my last year, I did 60 million before joining EXP. In my first year there, I was 117 million. So I doubled my units, didn't add any agents because I learned to scale. I learned to leverage people. I was doing 100 deals a year back in the trustee sale days, and I was my own TC. I was my showing agent. Like now I'm like, wait, you want me to go show a house? Like I'll bring a realtor with me. But it just changed my mindset, and it taught me how to leverage. It taught me how to run a real business, not just because a team is not a team, it's a business. And I think a lot of these realtors are so busy. I'm going to start a team. It's going to help me. It's like, no, now you're just busier doing other stuff. Like I feel like I might've had more freedom before the team because now I'm so light. Like I just feel like, like I need to be there for them kind of thing. But so let's talk about buying. Like say you sold hundreds of homes. You have a lot of liability. With the EXP rev share, you really don't. You bring in people, they sell houses, you get a piece, you're not on the deals, there's no liability. But let's just say that you wanted to make passive income. So let's say you're a great realtor and you sell 50 homes that year. Figure you're going to spend about 2,000 to 3,000 hours to sell 50 homes. You make $500,000. Okay, well, 200 goes to the IRS. Now you're down to 300,000. Okay, you spent $100,000 on operations. You're down to 200,000. So say you're like really like responsible, and you take the 200,000, 100,000, you put it into a bank account for investments, and 100,000 you live on. So you're living on 100,000. You made 500. You're living on 100. So now you have 100,000. So now you're like, I'm gonna go buy a rental property. So you go find a rental property. You put 100,000 down. How much do you think you're gonna cash flow a month?
Right now, nothing. A couple $100.
We'll say $200. Yeah.
Yeah.
So instead of those 2,000 to 3,000 hours to make 100,000 to live on, 100,000 to put in an investment property, imagine if you took 200 hours a year and you just were recruiting 5 good agents to EXP. Like you're like, hey, it's working really well for me, and you recruit those 5 agents to you. And you make about $3,000 an agent if they're producing. So in that first year, you're making $15,000 rev share, no money down. So you don't have to put 100,000 down like you do on a rental property. And now you're making $15,000 that first year with 0 invested because you took 200 hours out of your whole year to make a plan on how to attract. So it's just a way to build your passive income really quickly without any money down. And I'm a big believer in buying rentals. I think all of it is important. So I own a lot of rentals. I flip. I love the rev share, and I like real estate commissions because real estate commissions give me the tax returns to be able to do a lot of the things I do. So it's like making passive income without spending any money.
When the best part, to your point, is like just having multiple revenue streams. Because like if the real estate was slow, like in August, but you still have the rev share money coming in, well, your real estate can be slow, but you still have rev share money coming in because you built that over. How long have you been doing the rev share model?
5 years. Okay,
so 5 years, and sounds like 5 years. You're bringing in 40 people a year, not 5 people a year, but
Well, my network is right.
Yeah.
So if I bring in 2 people. And then they bring in 2 people, and they bring in 2 people. All of a sudden, your whole group is just growing.
Yeah.
For sure, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty wild.
I've been in MLMs before. That's
Yeah.
for sure.
And I don't put a lot of effort into recruiting and rev share, just to be honest. It's natural. I'm online, I'm selling houses, I'm flipping homes. People want to be part of my group, but they don't want to be on the Rosin team because they want their own brand. Well, this is a way for them to have their own brand, but still be in the network. And I think that's why the model is just winning.
Heck yeah.
I mean, you have major teams over there, and I haven't seen anybody really leave in a while.
How many real estate companies have switched to this model? Obviously, like my buddy.
That's a great question.
My buddy owns HomeSmart. It doesn't have that model. It's just like, just a bunch of agents, right? So how many big companies have moved to this model?
So HomeSmart in the next few years will probably be absorbed by one of these companies. Yeah. Probably Fathom is in town, and Fathom just went and absorbed Realty One. They're looking at Realty Executives, and they absorbed My Home Group.
Yeah.
So their model, I don't understand fully. You have Real. The problem with Real is that the head guy, Sharon, stepped down last year. So you have this amazing leader that took the company public and was doing great things, but then he left. So they're having a lot of issues over there. I don't think they don't have, they're great at marketing, but I don't think they have like the ballers that like EXP has. Like EXP has some major players, and like I can call anybody in the company and they're going to help me and share with me because we're all making money from this company. So it's just like it's making us collaborate. We're normally like when I was at West USA forever, if I asked a realtor how to do an open house, they'd be like, I can't tell you my secrets.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I'm busy. Why would I talk to you? I have no reason, financial incentive to talk to you. I mean, to be honest.
So Lauren, question, how many, I guess the question, it's a weird question. How many levels deep does it go? So in the sense of, let's say that a commission for an agent is, okay. So if a commission for an agent is like, let's say, whatever, 10 grand, if it's 10 grand, then the 7 levels ahead of them that, that were responsible for the recruitment all the way down, like how, you know what I mean? Like how much do each one of those layers make?
Okay. So Keller Williams is a profit share model. So like if their branch does well, they get pieces of it. EXP is a rev share model. So we're guaranteed a certain amount per person. So the cap at EXP, it's an 80-20 cap until you hit $16,000. Of that 16,000, 8,000 stays with the company and 8,000 gets paid to those 7 lines.
Gotcha.
So you have 7 lines below you and 7 lines above you. You got to realize the people above you, that's your business partner. So don't just go pick a friend. Like find someone whose business you respect and can plug you in so that you can be successful. And I think that's the biggest thing is like choosing the right business partner. Because if you choose the wrong person, it doesn't matter where you are.
Interesting.
Yeah. So basically, if you bring in one person and they're a capper, you would make $2,900. If they brought in someone that was a capper, they would make $2,900, and then you would make $3,200 on that person annually. Okay. So it can like build.
Yeah. So it's not necessarily on like a per deal basis. It's on a yearly kind of. Okay.
Well, it's like if they cap, you're getting a percentage of it. If they don't cap, then you're getting less.
Yeah, exactly.
So you want people that produce.
And the cap is $16,000, right?
Yeah, $16,000. So they have this is cool. So if you caps 80-20 model, so 20% goes to the broker and you do 80,000, 16,000 goes to the broker. Then if you do an additional 20 deals that year, you're called an icon agent and they give you the full $16,000 back in stock. So I personally don't pay to work there. So it's like, wait, I get it. When I joined EXP, I thought rev share and stock were the same thing. I didn't care. I was like, I have to be in this group. I will be more successful if I surround myself with more successful people. I was one of the top agents at West USA for years. And it was like, who am I learning from? The 2 girls that I used to compete with are literally out showing homes still and don't leverage. And like, it just blows my mind. Like, I'm like, come on, guys. Like, I'll go show houses, but I'm not going to be I'm going to have a realtor with me. I've learned to leverage everything in my life. I want a piece of everything instead of all of everything.
It sounds like something you had said before, Lauren, what I'm hearing is that it really comes down to a mindset shift and a business owner shift. There's one thing to have your license casually, let's say, and sell a few homes a year. I don't know what the average at this point, but I know for a long time it was like one or 2 deals a year.
Yeah, it was
right?
like 1.
Yeah, and I'm sure that was a friend or family. And again, there's a low barrier of entry to get into this business. So there's probably very few agents, let's just say 10, maybe 20%, that actually really treat this like a business. So it sounds like once the attrition into EXP happens, it's from into agents that treat this professionally and like a business and want to be seen online a lot more and grow their businesses and surround themselves with people like that. So you're really buying into a company, not necessarily just the revenue model, right?
Oh yeah. I mean, only 10% of people at EXP even recruit.
Right.
So
Oh, okay.
if you want to come in, you're like, I want nothing to do with recruiting, but I want to sell 5 times more homes. Like, we will plug you in. We'll show you what to do. What ads are you running? There's so much. I'm an AI junkie. So like, what AI is in your CRM doing stuff for you? And there's a product called, there's a lot of products that are AI, but I mean, I have one in my email. It replies to all my emails. It drafts it for me. And then I have to hit send. It literally will pull from my calendar. Like, I'll tell my TC, hey, this is the split for this person. And the next time it remembers it. So it's getting smarter the more I use it. So there's just so many tools, and it's been wild. Yeah. If you like, I don't think EXP, you don't go to EXP to just recruit. It's just going to naturally happen. And it's just passive income. That's what I told my team. I said, I don't want you focusing on this, but you talk to realtors all day, invite them to one of our masterminds. They're every Monday. If anybody wants to be invited, please just DM me at Lauren Rosin on all social media platforms. But I don't know, it's just been a game changer. Like, being in a room with people thinking the way that it's wild. I didn't know this like stuff existed. I didn't know teams doing 800 million existed. And I could call them and they tell me their secrets, you know?
Yeah.
It's just different.
Cool.
So how's the stock? I know so $16,000 a year is going of your, what you're supposed to pay the broker is going to stock. How's the stock been doing?
The stock is super low, so I'm like, keep buying it. It's super low. But what's nice about the stock, and for my agents too, is like, when I go to qualify for a house or a boat, I have more assets.
Right.
Because, we're so heavy in real estate that we need to make sure we're funding our 401ks or profit share, whatever we're doing to protect our taxes.
We're supposed to do that?
Something. So I try to diversify. So like, you can self-direct IRAs and buy real estate with it, but I have enough real estate that I need to keep some stuff in stock and bonds.
Luke, I'm just proud that you have sleeves on today. I mean, 401k is like next level.
Hey, come on.
One thing at a time.
Every dollar goes into real estate over here. Every single dollar.
So the current market has really rallied. We had 13 listings going under contract in the last 9 days. And some of them were like, one was on the market 298 days. It's like condo on baseline and like 2 off. Like, so I feel like the market really rallied. Yeah. Interest rates are the lowest they've been in 3 years. They went under 6 on Friday. I think they're at like 6.1 today, but they're about 6. I think they're going to settle at 5 7/8. So I think 5.875 is probably where we're going to be this whole year. And like, that's kind of my prediction. I don't think it's going under 4 or anything that would create the values to go up. But the market really rallied. Mortgage applications are up. Like, my agents are busy. I'm like, call everyone you've ever talked to. Like, they're ready.
Oh yeah. I just locked in on a DSCR at 6.8, and I was like, 6.8 for DSCR. I haven't seen that in forever.
Nice.
So
yeah. Fully amortized too.
Yeah, I was pretty excited about it,
Nice.
I know I have a couple mortgages that are like 4%. The balance is like under 100. And my bookkeeper's like, can you pay these off? And I'm like, no, they're 4%. I'm not paying those off. Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, Lauren, we appreciate you always jumping on. And can you repeat what the socials are so anybody can reach out to you?
Yeah, just my name. So at Lauren Rosin, Rosin. Please like, share, and subscribe. I'm just kidding. Yeah. I have a YouTube channel too. If you guys follow that, I'll keep making cool house videos. But I don't know, just do it all, like multiple streams of income. Don't be greedy. Be open-minded. Like, people are so like, if you don't know anything about EXP and you just like, I don't want to hear about it. It's like, well, are you a business person? Are you open-minded? Ask. Find out more. Like, I know the reputation 15 years ago was like, whatever, but like, there is a lot of luxury real estate agents in Arizona there. There's a lot of people going there. There's a huge merger going with other companies. So it's like, where do you want to end up? But my prediction in the next few years is like, you're going to have Compass and EXP. And all these little brokerages are going to realize it's not. I mean, don't you think there's a lawsuit coming for buyers?
Could be, yeah.
You know, all these like, so I know a lot of like, I know my home group had to go under Fathom because they couldn't pay all these like big fines, and like North and Co, he wasn't making that much money, so he got bought out by Compass, and Launch got bought by Compass, and you're going to see these big power plays, and all these little brokerages are going to have a hard time.
Yeah.
And so it's a high liability. Like I have a broker's license, but I would never be my designated broker. So, but if anybody wants more information or they want to get invited to a mastermind or anything, everything's on Zoom. Just shoot me a link and I'm happy to plug you in. You don't have to join. It's no pressure. It's just seeing what's out there. Like be open-minded about your business and ask a lot of questions.
That's awesome.
And the Rosin team is hiring full-time dedicated realtors. And that is, I just had to pitch myself a little.
There we go.
Well, again, thanks for jumping on, Lauren.
Yeah, we appreciate you.
And we will